Hello, my name is Noble Gardis, and my behavior change goal was to increase my nightly average of sleep from 4 to 5 hours to 6 to 8 hours. Um, in the first week, I wanted to average 5 hours of sleep per night and increase it from my beginning point of four. By week two, I wanted to increase my 5 hours of sleep to six, and so on, continue the path, and by week three, get up to 7 hours. My end goal for the end of the month for week four was to get to 8 hours, but unfortunately, there were barriers that occurred, and that didn't allow me to reach that. Um, I chose this health behavior to give myself more energy during the day, to help myself become more productive, and also to, as an athlete, allow my body to recover naturally. I felt my overall performance from this was better than expected because I did end up in the 6 to 8 range. Although I was not at the final step of getting to 8 hours, I was at seven, and it was still a huge increase from my 4 to 5 hours a night. Moving on to my progression through the stages of changes, there was never a time where I was in the pre-contemplation phase. I've always thought about getting sleep, so I think I began in the contemplation phase. And with this project, I was able to prepare for it, and because of this project, I was also in the action phase. So I was able to knock stuff out during the day and kind of just give myself that time at night to just relax and allow myself to ease into the night. Um, for self-efficacy, I found myself in the psychological and affective states, kind of feeling the pain or the fatigue of what I've endured from lack of sleep, and fatigue is the main thing that I felt. Um, um, Specific thoughts and experiences that align theoretically with my determination of which stage I was, which is probably the action phase I'd say I was in. Um, it's kind of just me knocking stuff out of the way to give myself that extra amount of time, just so I can prepare and give myself that get myself that extra amount of sleep. The motivation theory, um, was concerned with the decision to protect oneself from illness, which was a big part of this. It was to kind of, because when I first got here, I was stressed out in a new location and getting lack of sleep, so I was getting sick often. And once I finally stepped into getting more sleep, I was a healthier version of myself. My system one thinking, I was quick to just think that this would be easy, just get my stuff done and actually go to sleep on time. But as I known, I'm a procrastinator, so it was definitely difficult. So for my system two, I carefully mapped out and planned out my day, my weeks, just down to every little detail, and I was able to just check stuff off, make sure I got everything done throughout the day, giving myself that extra time at night. Some cognitive illusions, false hope, errors, or barriers that I faced were definitely schoolwork, athletics, and also the passing of a family member, which kind of just gave me sleepless nights, more reason to stay up, kind of just not wanting to sleep and kind of just thinking about them. So that was a big barrier that I faced. My self-monitoring form that I used for this was I had a calendar. It's right here. This is extra. But this is the calendar I used. So on the calendar, on the one I turned in, it is of each night I kind of just marked how many hours I got. So I calculated from when I went to sleep to when I woke up, and I also used the app on my phone, the bedtime app, which calculated the amount of sleep I got. So that was how I self-monitored this. Future plans for my behavior change is just to continue to get the recommended 6 to 8 hours, kind of just go to sleep earlier, wake up early, kind of just give myself the day, have more energy, and just give myself a reason to be productive. Uh, Two major lessons that I learned about myself. I learned that no matter where I'm at in my stages of change, that there's always that possibility to go to relapse and kind of just go right back to the pre-contemplation phase. But luckily, I was able to stay in the action phase, and also my self-efficacy. I mean, I've always enjoyed sleep, and I've always slept in on the weekends. But when I have stuff to do, I get stressed out, and I tend to stay awake, and it's hard to just maintain that sleep schedule. Two ideas for how I will apply what I learned from this experience in my own life going forward. Um, I'll definitely just take it as um, there's going to be many barriers, and there's going to be things that you want to change about yourself, but unless you find ways to overcome them and overcome those barriers and kind of map out a way to fix what you want to fix within yourself, or whatever kind of behavior change you're looking at, or within any field of life. You kind of just have to grit your teeth. You kind of got to get down to it, and you kind of just got to find what works best for you. And in my case, it was the trans-theoretical model, and also the self-efficacy, because those two allow me to look at myself in kind of a deeper way and kind of be able to map out where I am throughout the process of change. So, thank you.